please subscribe. Today we're going to be taking a look at SirPugger and some of the videos he's made and the results of these videos. So I'm going to try to avoid specifically putting blame on him for the way that he makes his videos, the titles that he uses, and the way that he goes around basically advertising scripts and cheating related programs for a couple reasons. The first reason for this is that even though he knows a bit more than the average RuneScape player about the gray areas of RuneScape where people break the rules to make money, and he tries to make it easier for his viewers to understand what's going on, a lot of the time he oversells the things that people tell him, which is partially just lack of knowledge in the area, and partially because it makes a more interesting video. Now let's think about the people that come forward to talk to SirPugger and what they want and gain from talking to him. They either want advertisement for their scripts or programs, they are posing to be someone else in order to get rid of their competition, or they're just desperate for attention. Now let's take a moment of silence to think. Would any of these kinds of people want to upsell the thing that they're coming forward to talk about? Now let's start with something innocent. For example, the OSRS HD project that someone came and talked to SirPugger about to show off their project and work. That's completely harmless, right? Okay, now let's take a look at SirPugger's most recent video, which is titled, "These RuneScape AI bots were trained for 180,000 hours to fight bosses," which is a video where somebody claims to have spent $80,000 on servers to train his AI bots to be able to successfully kill a lot of RuneScape bosses without ever receiving a ban on any of his accounts. The guy claims that all his accounts can work in teams and are so human-like that Jagex can never tell the difference. Now let's dissect this a bit. Now let's suppose someone did spend $80,000 to invest in making some sort of undetectable AI bot. It is possible that some rich dude with a big brain invested his time and knowledge into RuneScape and made some absolutely crazy bot that plays just like a human. But the thing about this is that artificial intelligence could work in a game like RuneScape, but it's just unnecessary. I know a gold farmer who has had accounts been manually checked by ModWeath after being reported, only for ModWeath to confirm that they were humans playing. And that's just with a normal, well-written private script. So let's say that you're using a private script that nobody else has, and you do successfully bot a ton of hours without getting banned. Jagex has profiled your accounts and determined that you are not a bot. But due to your extremely small account sample size of maybe 3 to 4 accounts per boss, you can't really argue about how good your bots are if you only have a few running. Using a script that hasn't been profiled gives you the exact same results as this supposed $80,000 project. Now let's forget about using artificial intelligence for RuneScape and get into the real reason why I'm making this video. A friend of mine had sent me a link to the Discord server of the guy who had supposedly been working on this project. So the first thing I noticed as soon as I joined the server is that there's a channel which is selling early access to something that hasn't been released yet and has no actual proof that it's a real working product. After being in the server for less than an hour, one of the 10 or so people that had pre-ordered a key started asking questions about why the owner had been ignoring his messages while still talking in the general chat, and then shortly after demanded to see more proof of the product other than just receiving an early access key that gave him access to nothing. Now after this, the Discord owner said that he was going to sleep and people can assume whatever they like about the project. Then a few other people and myself hopped into the Discord's voice channel to talk about what was going on. Then, suddenly one by one we all got moved from the voice channel and our permissions to speak in any of the chats was removed. Suddenly anyone who might critique this $400 early access key to the software is muted. So from the looks of it, people saw SirPugger's video about this amazing unbannable software, and then some people checked it out, and people are out $400 because the owner was just trying to get an easy payday. Now we can't just throw all the blame on SirPugger, because he does say when he covers these videos, don't break the rules, don't bot, you will get banned, and all that good stuff. Now, the real reason why I'm making this video is because this isn't the first time this has happened. If you look at SirPugger's YouTube channel, there's a bunch of videos like this. We have the video we just covered, which is called "These RuneScape AI bots were trained for 180,000 hours to kill bosses," and at the time of recording this video, it is estimated that he made around $6,400 so far. And then we have a video called "This cheat software makes gold farmers 30 million gold per hour," which advertises a multi-boxing software, which while it isn't a scam, there was enough interest in it that over 700 people joined their Discord after the video, and it looks like somewhere around 100 people have purchased a lifetime license, which costs over $100 each, which means at the very minimum these guys made over 10 grand. And then by far the most successful money-grabbing video so far was titled "The Bot That Is Ruining Old School RuneScape." Pretty interesting title, huh? Now for this one, this was just a simple AHK bot that people used on a mobile emulator, but when SirPugger reported about what he was told, with it basically being a 0% ban rate, which it was at the time, since such a small amount of people used it and Jagex wasn't actively looking for it, the creator of the bot made something like $40,000 US off his interview with SirPugger, from people coming and buying his so-called undetected bot after the video was released. Now luckily, this, like the multi-boxing software, wasn't a scam, and I heard the creator was actually giving people refunds who asked for it, so I'm not sure how much he made after it was all said and done, but I just wanted to point out how, even though this video might seem like a critique of SirPugger, it's more about warning that if it's too good to be true, it probably is, and to keep in mind that people who come to SirPugger with clips and bots of programs are doing it with a specific reason in mind. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching.
Majority of our stuff is based around behavioral detection. We found that that's been astonishingly accurate. I mean, so much so that almost all of it is basically turned off because the bots are nowhere near sophisticated enough to even need it at the moment. If we turned it all on, we can actually detect differences between different people, let alone bots and people. In fact, we can track one guy. In most cases, we can track one guy switching computers, not just even on the same computer.
Boys, boys,
Lord,
no, look at my fucking screen.
What? What are we looking at?
Look at my stream.
Nothing, man. Nothing.
Apple Herder, Apple Herder 1, Apple Herder 2, Apple Herder 3, Apple Herder 4, Apple Herder 5, permanently banned. All permanently banned.